Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the Pacers. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, they've pressed all the wrong buttons this season. It's been a series of one failed move after another, on and off the court.
Well, sometimes you earn your spot in the standings, and they've done that this year. There looked to be so much promise, so much talent on this team coming into the year. It's just baffling that all of those things went south for them.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains All-NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate them.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The guard pair are Brogdon and LeVert. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. And it's Holiday in at the 3. And for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Looney out there with Andrew Wiggins. Now here's LeVert. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Stolen by Thompson. With the drive, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brogdon against Curry. Brogdon kicks to LeVert. Screen by Sabonis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. Here's Curry, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. To the inside. LeVert against Thompson. In the corner, it's Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Over Holiday. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Wiggins with a good use that time of the mid-range shot.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
There's Looney. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Drills the three-pointer. And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulder.
And that mental aspect impacts play. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
And here is Brogdon after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Sabonis' screen on Curry. Fires from 14. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Curry attacking, and it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Now here's LeVert. He's got 5. Levert sets a screen for Brogdon. Turner trying to free himself up. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Levert.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Curry against Brogdon. Curry attacking, and it's sent back by Turner. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Stevenson outside. Here's Duarte from deep. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pacers out in front, up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, with some teammates sidelined with injury, Malcolm Brogdon spoke about their approach.
When we have guys down, people need to step up, and I think people take a little bit larger roles, whether it's scoring, whether it's just being productive off the bench, getting stops on defense. I think it's all productivity, and I think guys have been stepping up.
And Greg, as he says, that adversity creates opportunity for those players stepping into a bigger role.
And that's what this league is all about, being ready when your number is called. Those others have to rise to the moment.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Lance Stevenson, and it's Duarte in at the 2 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, "I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. It has to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow." Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you. And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Porter against Stevenson. Down low. Here's Toscano. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And Brent, some interesting family history here. Your dad, Rick, brother John, and you all ended your careers playing for the Houston Rockets.
The next time, Kevin, that you and I are broadcasting a game in Houston, I'll walk you across the street to the Berry Cemetery, and we'll take a look at the headstone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Wiggins comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Thompson in for Payton. And Brent, what a story for Juan Toscano Anderson. He grew up in Oakland, a huge Warriors fan, and played his way onto the roster.
Yeah, incredible. I wish I had done that. I grew up in the Bay Area, Kevin, but the 95 that Juan wears is because he was on 95th Street in Oakland is where he grew up. And the fact that he's playing for his hometown team and had such an important role and then signed a guaranteed contract to sort of complete the circle. What a tremendous story JTA has been for this ball club.
Here's Lamb. The Warriors making the shot. The pass to Brogdon. Green with the block.
Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Wiggins passes to Poole. Back to Wiggins. It's over Brogdon, and the Warriors take on 2 more.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now, here's Brogdon, guarded by Poole. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Turner with the screen for Brogdon. Shoots over Poole. And that one hits back iron. Inside, it's stolen by Lamb. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. Stolen by Thompson. Up the floor. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. That pecking order is taking shape, and clearly some do the pecking and others get
barbecue. You know my old saying, Ernie, barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert.
Oh, well played, big fella.
Now let's talk about this matchup. So far, a good start for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq Su.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Looney. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Looney. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Turner with the steal. Brogdon with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
The size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Brogdon the pass to LeVert. Sabonis sets the pick for LeVert. Back to Brogdon.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Sabonis' screen on Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Sabonis, no good. In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40% break on his three.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the Warriors with some changes. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Andrew Wiggins. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Indiana moving it around. Sabonis' screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sykes kept alive. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Sabonis.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Passes it to Duarte. Kicks it to Stevenson. Pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Warriors leading by 8. Curry looking it over. Pass to Iguodala. Now Porter. He dishes it to Thompson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Sykes guarded by Kerr. To the middle, deflects the pass, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Sykes, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good size advantage, and they'll look to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pacers trail by 9. And so in the game for the Pacers. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. The guard pair are Brogdon and LeVert. And it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. Brogdon outside. And Holiday kicks to Turner for 3. Brogdon traps in the tray.
Everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Curry against Brogdon. The 3. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. And the Warriors lead by 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And shot on the way. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defense has been outstanding. Closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
I love how tenacious LeVert is. Fantastic job of just knifing inside and forcing the D to react.
Karis LeVert at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10.
Improving so much since his rookie season. I can't wait to see the next step LeVert makes in his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Bielitsa, and it's Klay Thompson in for Jordan Poole. LeVert hits both of them. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 11. The drive by Thompson. Count it. Good.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Here's LeVert. Will not go. This is off the front iron. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Thompson inside. LeVert defending. Nice shot by Thompson. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. When we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.